Hello and welcome everyone. It is Wednesday, April 10th, 2019. Today was New Comic Book Day, best day of the week. That means it is time for another new comic haul video. Boy, it was a good week this week. Got some good stuff. We'll run through that, what I picked up. I got a few spec books to kind of throw in there, mix in, as well as some stuff coming down the road. And boy, one of the covers on some of the stuff coming down the road is just craziness. It's a bonkers cover, but I'll show it to you. You might have seen it already, but it's really cool. I just want to say thanks to everybody that supports my channel and sends me comments. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody that entered my contest. Callaway Comics was the winner, and congrats to him. He did get in touch with me, and I got his email address, so I just got to reply to that tonight, and then I'll get his books mailed out. So thank you, or congrats Callaway, and thanks to everybody that entered. My comic shop shout out this week is to Border City Comics. They are in Windsor, Ontario. One of my subscribers on Instagram sent me a message and said he's been going there for quite a long time. They've been in business, I believe, about 30 years. The owners are Ken and Pat, and I believe their son's name is Tim, and they all work in the store, and it's a really good store. And you know, in the comic business, for a store to be around for a long, long time like that, that tells you they treat their customers right. They don't overcharge for variant covers and whatever, and they don't, you know, dick you around. Like some stores, man, they're penny rich and dollar poor. Some of their decisions, like what they'll do is they'll, you know, when a book gets hot, all of a sudden they're going to start telling their customers, oh geez, I got to charge you $10 for that cover, you know, like seriously, don't do that to your regular customers, man. But anyways, Border City Comics, they don't do that. They're a good store. There's a local store that I used to go to. Boy, they started doing that to me. It didn't matter how much I spent there, and boy, I will not go back there again. So anyways, but Border City Comics, they've been around a long time. Good store, treat their customers right. So their contact info and address is down in the comments. Give them a call, stop in if you're in the area, set up a pull list. I'm sure they'll be happy to help you out. They are my shout out this week. So I'm going to start with my, I got to talk about my, in the center of my screen here, you can see my Rejected Unwilling from Black Cape Comics showed up. Salinas Esteban is the artist. Wow, I saw that and I had to buy it. There was only 100 of these printed. It is a very low print run, and that is a wicked cover. And just so you're aware, not only is it it's a really rare comic, but that is his first comic art or cover that he's done for a comic. So that is pretty awesome, and he's an up and coming dude for comic art, and he's got another one coming apparently. So it's not going to be his one and done kind of thing. And you know, try to think if you could get Middleton's first cover that he did before he became hot like he is now. Boy, this guy's got a future, and if you're able to get that one, I know a lot of my subscribers, I put that on Instagram and on my video, they went pretty fast. But if you're lucky enough to get one, hang on to it, because that's a really good one. And just so you're aware, he actually got in touch with me and thanked me for mentioning the book and his art and stuff. He does have, his art is available, and just because I asked him about this one, he's not sure, because this was an exclusive cover, he's not sure if he's going to be able to sell this, but he doesn't sell originally, he does a lot of his art digitally. So what he does is he has 11 by 17 prints, and he does like a first run, a 100 copy, a first edition, only 100 copies. Those are all numbered and signed, just like you'd get from Robert Bateman or any other famous artist. And then afterwards, he'll print more, but they're not numbered and signed. So, you know, you can differentiate between a first print and a second print. So you can get a hold of him, where have I got it here, at DeviantAppleIncorporated.inc.com, so www.deviantappleinc.com. He's also on Instagram at deviant_apple. I'll put, that should be on the screen, and also down in the comments if you're interested. His prices are actually really reasonable for 11 by 17. I think it's like $25 or $35 for a first print that's signed and numbered, so that's really good. I've already asked him if he gets to go ahead to print this one, I'm getting one of those, because that is an awesome image. So anyways, that was Salinas Esteban. I just wanted to show that, because that is, I love that cover. Black Cape Comics, they're a store down in the States. I'd never bought from them before. But I'm definitely going to check them out again, and they've got some exclusive store variants that are coming, and when they get another one coming, I'll let you know, because it's really nice. So anyways, from Aftershock, I got Orphanage #1. I haven't read it yet, but it's kind of a cool sounding story, so I'll get into that. I picked up Faithless #1. I wasn't going to, and boy, I'm glad I did. I read through this, and it's a cool story. It revolves around this girl here. I'm not going to show the inside because it kind of gives away the story, but she's kind of into magic and doing all these drawings and stuff and spells. And I didn't expect where it ended up. I don't want to give it away because it's pretty good, but she's, you know, her friends are bugging her about, oh, you're writing these, you know, creating these spells. Anything ever happened? And then right at the end of the book, you kind of find out that, yeah, it looks like it did. So the cool thing is I got 2 of these bagged, not really a secret variant, but I guess they're explicit. So I'm going to open one up. So if you're if you don't want to see an explicit cover, avert your eyes or fast forward, because I got one here that I'm keeping one sealed, but I'm going to open this up because I have no idea what this looks like. I haven't seen it yet, so we're all going to find out together what this is if you haven't opened one up or seen it here. So anyways, what do we got here? So we got, I'm not going to, okay, that's definitely explicit. Yeah, all right, well, I'm going to leave that, okay, I might have to go back, and if, I'm just going to say that's, it's quite explicit. I don't know if they're all the same, but, I'm going to have to go back. There's going to be a little void in my video, because I will have to go back and edit that out. I really didn't expect that, so that's quite funny. Anyways, last one I got from Independence was The Source #3, and boy, this is really good. If you haven't been reading this series, I highly recommend you get it. This is really good. It's kind of got a magic Raiders of the Lost Ark kind of a feel to it. It's really good. Artwork is really good, and it's just a good story. And that one, I really suspect that one's going to get picked up at some point. So just highly suggest one. Print run is pretty low on that too, and it's good. So that is it for Independence. Boy, that cover kind of threw me off there for a second. I wasn't expecting that. Wild Storm. This is one that came out quite a while ago. #21, but I had it in my box and I finally picked it up today, so I grabbed that one. Batman Who Laughs. I got 1 copy of each cover, A and B. I like this. I like that B cover. I'm enjoying this Batman Who Laughs story, but I don't know what it is. It's just not. It's good, but it's not what I was hoping for more. Let's just put it that way. So I'm gonna finish it off, but I don't know. I'm gonna say it's okay. Better than average. How's that sound? Last one I got from DC is Detective Comics 1001. This one you do get, I'm going to show some images here. You do get the Arkham Knight showing up, but it's not a first full appearance like I was expecting. He's on the cover, obviously, so cover A is a really good one to get, and a gorgeous cover B. The Finch cover is really nice. But kind of throughout the story, you get little glimpses. You know, you'll get a glimpse of his eyes, and you'll get a glimpse of his hand holding the sword. And then right on the last page, you do get... So I'd consider this more like just a first appearance, not a full appearance. So I'm guessing, obviously, now the next issue will be your first full appearance, because they want to drag it out. You know, in 1000, all you got was basically the side of his head. This one, you get the full, the full image. Hey, let's drag that out and keep them buying comics, because you know what? Jim will keep buying them, and sure enough, I will. But that's a good one to get, because I'm really, you know, of all the Batman comics, this is the one I'm enjoying the most. I've been saying that for a while, and you'll notice I did not buy Batman this week. Tom King is, God, his writing is just atrocious. I know he's gone all existential and deep thinking. You know, Tom, just write a damn good story with good villains and Batman kicking some ass. That's what people want, instead of all this wedding crap that you're still dragging out, for Christ's sakes. Get a grip on reality, dude. Like, I don't care if you were CIA or not, you suck at writing. That's my opinion, anyways. So, for Marvel, I got Amazing Spider-Man #19. That one wasn't a bad issue, but again, it's just, you know, I feel like, I've said it a few times, it feels like it's just treading water. There's not a whole lot happening in it. Symbiote Spider-Man #1 came out today. That was okay, and it looks like right on the last page, it was an okay story, but it just seems like there's so many Spider-Mans, and this one I thought was alright. Thing is, right on the last page, it says, next issue, Spidey faces a mysterious new foe aligned with Mysterio. So I don't know, oops, I didn't put that up there. So I don't know if Mysterio's got a new villain joining them next issue, or what's going on. So I'll have to check that out, see what's happening in that. That was okay, didn't mind it, but it's not. I'm not going to probably keep going that much more than the next issue. Web of Venom, Cult of Carnage came out, and this has got a tie. It's funny, I showed Carnage USA quite a while ago, and just because it's a Clayton Crane cover, I only bought the one issue, number 4. There's 5 issues in that, and this all deals with the town where Carnage is killing all these people and everything. In, what the heck's the name of it? Dovington? I can't remember the name of the town. Just give me 2 seconds here. Doverton, yeah. So that's the town that comic was kind of based on. So we'll see where that goes, but this one was not bad. You know, these Web of Venom tie-ins, I find they're pretty good stories overall. And little bits and pieces from them all tie into the Venom run with Carnage and everything. And yeah, it's I can't wait till Carnage and Venom get going at it in Venom, the actual series. That's going to be really good. So War of the Realms, Journey to Mystery came along this week. This one has Laza, Odin's daughter, shows up, and I talked about those books on Instagram and stuff in my last video about her first appearance and everything. So try to get those if you can. And that was Angela Asgard's Assassin, number 1. That's a really good one to get. And the price on those, of course, has gone through the roof. So, and while I'm talking about War of the Realms, one book you're really going to want to try and get if you don't have it is Thor God of Thunder, number 13. This is the first, because Jason Aaron started writing Thor with this series, so he started number 1, obviously. And 1 to 12 kind of dealt with that whole, you know, Null and the All Black and all that kind of stuff. But starting with 13 kind of started a new story arc. And in this one, Malekith, I'm going to put some images on the screen as I'm talking. I'm not going to open up the book. But Malekith is kind of, he's rescued from the pit that Odin had banished him to. And the one dark elf, there was a bunch of dark elves that went to rescue him. The one that survives is Scumtongue, so that was his first appearance. And also in this issue, you get Wizaria, who was Malekith's lover. You don't realize it at the time, but he basically wipes out this whole village of dark elves. And when Thor and his friends come to see what's going on, he cuts off her arm and throws her at Thor, and then takes off. Turns out that she's actually kind of still working with Malekith all the way along, and then she becomes Curse, and Curse shows up in War of the Realms, the number 1 issue. So she's kind of an important character, and obviously having the kind of the backstory with Malekith. It's not Malekith's first appearance, but it is. So Curse shows up. She's right there in that red with the horns. That's her right there. So she, that's her first appearance is in this book, is Wizaria, who becomes Curse. So that's a good one to get if you don't have it. Those are ones that you can find, and I found this one in the back issue bin today for, I think, $3. I didn't have it. I had 1 to 12. I didn't even pay attention to that one. And it's funny, this one, they put out a free comic day version of this, a reprint of this, I think last year, so, or a couple of years ago anyways. But that's a really good one to get, and it's funny that Curse is in the War of the Realms. So Spider-Man, Friendly Spider-Man number 5. In issue number 6, Spider-Bite shows up. You get your first appearance of Spider-Bite. There's going to be an image on the screen of issue number 6. And it looks like Spider-Bite's a smaller version of Spider-Man. So I thought maybe you'd get a cameo in here. And you don't get, not technically, you don't really get what you would expect, or what I was expecting. I thought maybe you'd get a little cameo of this new Spider-Bite character, but Spider-Man goes to visit Doctor Strange, and while he's visiting Doctor Strange, they're talking away, and here Strange talks to him and says, you showed up with an actual spider you wanted to magically speak with, and that was in Doctor Strange 390. And he says, sure, I meant there was a magic spider conversation, which I deeply regret, but there was also the pep talk. So, the funny thing is, I think that spider he talked to in 390 is going to become Spider-Bite, because on the screen now you're going to see an image of Spider-Man, Doctor Strange 390, the cover, so that's the issue, and Spider-Man is on in the window peeking in and stuff. And then in one of the panels inside, Doctor Strange and Spider-Man are talking, and it says, he says, did you bring a spider here and stuff? And he says, yeah, and do you have to ask, do you always carry spiders with you? Is that a thing that you've been doing for, no, gross. Although pocket spiders, like what if a bad guy is robbing someone and then I'm like, bam, pocket full of spiders in his face? Boy, that would be scary. So I think the spider, there's this image of a spider that's Peter Parker actually, Doctor Strange magically connects Peter to, and they start talking. They actually have a conversation. I think that spider is going to become Spider-Bite in the next issue. So Doctor Strange 390 is an issue you're going to want to get. Again, that's one, you can find that in the back issue bin. You should be able to get it for cover price. Don't go and pay, sure somebody's going to watch this video and then put it for 20 bucks on eBay, but don't pay that much. Try and get it cheap. So anyways, that's just my recommendation. That looks like a really good one to get. Because like I say, I thought he was going to show up in this, but I think they're hinting at 390. Why would they all of a sudden be talking about spiders and conversations with spiders? Obviously, he's going to become Spider-Bite, so recommend you get that one. I got Immortal Hulk #2. This is the 4th print, and this one's a really good one. Of all the reprints, this is the really good one to get because you got your first cover appearance of Del Fry. That's Del Fry when he's dug up at the end of the book. That's the last page of the book. So he's on the cover. That is a really, really good one to get. And this is, because it's a 4th printing, it's going to be a pretty low print run. The print runs are getting lower and lower as these goes. And with him on the cover, boy, that's a good one. You really want to get that cover. I know right now they're cover price and people aren't asking much, but try to pick that one up if you can, because that, of all the reprints, that's the one you want. As far as I'm concerned, anyways. Avengers No Road Home #9. One more to go. There's only 10 issues in this. Got that one. You do get your first appearance of what they're calling the World Avengers on the first page. So they've got, because they're trying to expand the Avengers and appeal to people in all these different countries and everything. And you're going to have going back to War of the Realms, you're going to have a whole bunch of new international characters showing up. So stay tuned for some of that. But yeah, you've got all these different characters, and they call them the, what the heck do they call them? I think it was just the World Avengers. Or Worldwide Force of International Heroes. Is that what they're called? I saw it here a second ago. Avengers World. That's what they're called. Avengers World Assemble. So yeah, that's a good one to get if you don't have it. All these little things, one few years down the road from now, all of a sudden you're getting a pop at a movie and people are like, oh man, I need to get Avengers No Road Home #9. So that is it for my new books this week, folks. I just want to talk real quick about a few other things. I'm just going to pull a few of these out and leave that Immortal Hulk there. This one came out, geez, I can't remember if it was last week or the week before, Silencer #15. And I just went and checked out because I was interested in the print run on this. I didn't look at it when I did my video initially. But the print run for #14 was only 8,300, so under 10,000. So likely number 15 is going to be around the same 8,000 to 9,000. So it is a super low print run. If you got a copy of that, take care of that one, because that is a cool character. I don't know if Silencer is going to keep going. I can't remember if they're discontinuing that one or not. But most of the other ones they've discontinued, the New Age of Heroes. But that character is a really cool character, so if you got that one, hang on to it. I think that one's got some legs. And then coming down the road, I got it. Man, I got to show this. Okay, before I do, I got to. Have you ever seen that Jif peanut butter ad where the guy every time he eats, he's like, "What? Seriously? Holy!" Okay, now look at this image. As soon as I saw this, Deceased #1. This is a John Gang limited variant, only 1,500 available. It's one of these exclusive. You can pick them up at a few different places, probably like Unknown Comics. I got them from Mutant Beaver Comics in Canada. Just because I'm in Canada, it saves me a ton on shipping and duty and everything. And as soon as I saw that, I saw that and I crapped myself. I'm like, what the hell am I looking at? That eye looks like it's going to pop right out at you off the page, and his hair is like, holy crap. Man, I love that cover. I don't normally recommend exclusive covers, but of all the Deceased covers, the Joker he's always a hot character, but when you get a really crazy, creepy ass image like that, wow, That's one you want to get if you can get it. So that's why I recommend you get that one if you can. Fantastic Four number 12. This one comes out in July, and it's going to be another one of these Thing versus the Hulk, but it's going to be the Immortal Hulk battling the Thing. So that's going to be really cool. So that one, I'm not a huge Dan Slott fan, as you all know, but it's a Esad Ribic cover. I love his artwork. And when you get the Hulk and the Thing battling on a cover, boy, that's just one of those classic covers. And it's also, you're getting the Future Foundation. It sounds like Marvel's going to be relaunching the Future Foundation, which is something like this that they had back in the day. And if you remember, issue number 4 had Spider-Ham, the character. I put that book somewhere. I showed that as a spec book a while back. But anyways, there's going to be a story in that Fantastic Four number 12. So look for that one. And also, last one I want to talk about is Guardians of the Galaxy number 7. I don't know if Rocket's going to get killed off, which I can't see that happening. I mean, he's got blood on his hand, but I think probably what it is somebody else is getting killed and he's got blood on himself. But anyways, that is all I got for you this week, folks. Boy, there's a bunch of good stuff out there. And if you can get one of those explicit covers for that Faithless, do not open that in front of your kids. Because it is, yeah, it's at least the one I got is pretty explicit. So anyways, take care, everyone. Talk to you later. Bye for now.